Hello aspirants, welcome to our YouTube channel for bank, SSC, railways and insurance exams. Today's topic for discussion is sentence reordering, which is given in SBI PO Prelim Exam. How is this question given? A sentence is divided into 5 segments. And you have to rearrange these 5 segments to make this sentence complete and meaningful. Okay? Right. Let's move on. Before we go to the question, here is an important thing. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, Time for Bank Exams yet, please do subscribe for more informative videos. Do press the bell icon so that you get the notifications of all the videos that are uploaded here on a regular basis. Right? Now, let's look at the sentences. As usual, we read the directions first. In the given question, a statement has been divided into 5 segments, each of which is denoted by A, B, C, D and E. Rearrange all the segments to form a coherent statement, a complete and meaningful statement. Before we start reading, what should we focus on? What is the strategy that should be applied here to get the answer right? So, first thing is, you have to look at the pronouns and conjunctions, connections, and try to connect the last word of one part with the first word of another part. That's a simple clue. Connect the last word of one part with the first word of another part. Easy and straight. Okay? So, let's read it, keeping those clues in mind. Ready? In order to pass the test, okay, in order to pass the test can be at the beginning or at the end. Do you understand? You can start with that. I don't deny that. But be open-minded. That can be at the end also. And don't be misled by the commas and full stop. It's not that this should be the first one and this should be the last one, please. Okay? Right, ignore them. So, in order to pass the test, put it as I decided, that can be the first one or last one. Right. He decided to study all night. He decided. As I told you, decided should be followed by to. That's a connection. Decided to is the flow of thought. He decided to study. Where? When? All night. So, what am I doing? I write C, to study, B, D. You understand? So, wherever you have a clue, you can start there. It's not that you have to start with the first part and then second, third, fourth, not necessarily. Alright. And please don't go to the choices. Because you have CBD, don't look at the choices. Especially when you practice. Alright? Do it completely. Okay. Despite feeling exhausted, tired. Alright. So, despite feeling exhausted, comma, he decided to study all night. Alright. So, what do? I write here ECBD. Alright. In order to pass the test. Right. Or you can write it as, in order to pass the test, comma, he decided to study all night despite feeling exhausted. Do you understand? So, what is the connection here? CB, CBD. CBD should be there. E and A are interchanged like. Now go to the choices, right? Read the choices and see which choice has this combination. Alright, now let's look at the choices. Ready? Do you have ECBDA anywhere? There is no ECBDA. If there are two answers, if there are two possibilities, you don't have two choices. Do you understand? All right. So, ECBDA is not here. If ECBDA is not here, then what do we do? What have we decided earlier? We can start with in order to pass the test. Agree? So, let me write it. In order to pass the test, comma, he decided, to study all night. That comes automatically as we decided. ACBD. All right. ACBD. E. Right. So, we have already discussed this one. If there are two possibilities, take both the possibilities. So, our answer is ACBD. Where is that ACBD combination? 4. That's the answer. Do you follow this? Right. Second sentence. This is right. Ready. Despite his busy schedule, despite is the clue, right? It is used to join one positive and one negative idea. Keep that in mind. So, despite his busy schedule, that's negative. He did something positive. Remember that. What did he do? As I tell you always, some idea is better than no idea. Okay. Despite his busy schedule, he believes it is essential. Doesn't make sense. Agree? Now, let's start with this one. He believes it is essential. All right. What is essential? To stay fit. That's a connection. As I tell you, link the last word of one part to the first word of another part. So, he believes it is essential to stay fit. E-C. All right. So, he makes time to work out. Not he regularly at the gym. You can try it. But see, he makes a time. He makes is the connection. He makes time. What do I write here? D. He makes time to work out regularly at the gym. Connection, work out regularly at the gym. So, B. Despite his busy schedule. All right? Okay. So, again, like earlier, it can be this one, all right. Or, despite his busy schedule, he believes it is essential. So, again, this interchange. Both are correct. So, you can write it as A, C, D, B, E also. You understand? All right. Now, let's look at the choices. Which choice has the combinations? Ready? ECDBA. ECDBA is here. All right. ACDBE. You don't have ACDBE. Do you understand? So, answer is ECDBA. But I don't say this is wrong. Remember that. Right? Let's read. Despite his busy schedule, he believes it is essential to stay fit. So, he makes time to work out regularly at the gym. 2 is the answer. So, please don't be confused. Next sentence. She bid goodbye. Goodbye to somebody. So, what's the connection? Goodbye to her childhood home. So, I write AB. I don't know where AB comes. I'm just writing AB is the combination. I'm not taking the order. Remember. All right. As she prepared for her new job in a different city. Prepared for. Right? I'm linking the last word of one part with the first word of another part. So, BE is another combination. All right. So, AB, BE, we can write ABE. Got it? Okay. Then, ABE. Where is C? Goodbye. She bid goodbye to her. She bid goodbye to her childhood home. All right. I wrote it incorrectly. So, let me correct it. So, I'll come back. So, what did we write? She bid goodbye to her childhood home. AC. Instead of AC, I wrote AB. That's okay. Then, prepared for her new job in a different city. BE. All right. BE is one combination. And you're left with a heavy heart. All right. So, start with a heavy heart. D. with a heavy heart, she bid goodbye, all right, to her childhood home, okay, as she prepared for her new job in a different city. All right. So, DA, CBE. Where do you have DA, CBE combination? DA, CBE, 1. So, answer is 1. Do you understand? So, you can do it in this way also. Not that you have to get the sentence in one go. Right? You have to take the combinations and find this one. And if you are stuck somewhere, you can go to the choices and you can do back solving from the choices too. And that's a last thing to do. Clear? Next sentence. Ready. As the sun set, okay, lit up the sky. What lit up the sky? Lit up the sky with hues of orange and pink. Hues, colors. All right. Lit up the sky with hues of orange and pink. That makes sense. All right. So, we can write BC combination. Again, connection. Lit up with is the connection. Right. Not last word and first word here. Lit up the sky with. All right. The horizon creating a breathtaking view. All right. So, as the sun set, you can start with that. Okay. Let's see. As the sun set, the horizon. All right. What's a horizon? A place where the sky and earth seem to meet. Right. So, the horizon lit up the sky with hues of orange and pink. B, C. We have already taken B, C. Creating a breathtaking view. All right. So, is this complete or not? Is this meaningful or not? Yes. So, read it again if you want. As the sun set, the horizon lit up the sky with hues of orange and pink, with shades of orange and pink, creating a breathtaking view. So, where do you have this ADBCE combination? 5. That's the answer. Is this clear? Next sentence. In order to succeed in life, okay, hard work and determination are often considered. All right. Hard work and determination are. All right. So, you can start. Right. Hard work and determination are often considered the keys, straight. So, I am writing B, C, D, straight. Okay. Now, we have to look at the last, A and E parts. Ready. In order to succeed in life, hard work and determination are often considered the keys by many successful people. Makes sense. Or try it in a different way. By many successful people, hard work and determination are often considered the keys in order to succeed in life. Right. Again, like earlier, the same story. What is that? A, E, R, E, A. Right. So, A, B, C, D, one answer. E, B. Right. E, B combination is not there anywhere. So, our answer is 1, A, B, C, D. Clear? Yeah, very simple and straight. Like, if you read regularly, you know the structure of the sentences and you can guess the meaning of the sentence, and accordingly, you can rearrange these parts. Next sentence. What are we doing here? In the given question, a statement has been divided into 5 segments, each of which is denoted by A, B, C, D and E. Rearrange all the segments to form a coherent statement. Yeah, same as the previous one. Let's continue. Should collaborate with. Alright, who should collaborate with? Who? Banks and payment system providers or the government? Let us see. Right, so let us take it from the government. Alright, government should collaborate, not banks and payment system providers collaborate with the government. Right, is this or that? So, which is better? government should collaborate with. So, EA. The government should collaborate with banks and payment system providers. All right. So, write these letters carefully, please. Okay. So, the government should collaborate with banks and payment system providers to establish, not to known, to establish, all right, a protocol for blocking transactions to, again, transactions to known illegal gambling and betting operators. So, transactions to is the straight connection. So, EACBD. All right, where do you have EACBD? 2. That's the answer. Clear? Very simple and straight. Government collaborating and then with banks and transaction to known. So, look at the flow of thought. Next sentence. The locals were skeptical. Skeptical is doubtful. To an expert panel, though the government advised for exemption from buffer zone regulations, settlers to submit forms. All right. Okay. So, start with what? The locals were skeptical. Right. Let's see. The locals were skeptical. Let us separate. Okay. Now, listen. Though the government advised settlers, careful. Though the government advised settlers to submit forms. Right. Let's do it slowly, bit by bit. C, E. Continuation. What is the flow of thought here? What are we doing here? Right. Let's see. Though the government advised settlers to submit forms, submit to an expert panel. So, submit forms to is the connection. So, B. Am I clear? To an expert panel for exemption from buffer zone regulations. What are they submitting? For exemption. So, D. There should be a comma. The locals were skeptical. A. Now, let's read it again. Though the government advised settlers to submit forms to an expert panel for exemption from buffer zone regulations, comma, the locals were skeptical. The locals were doubtful. All right. Complete sentence, meaningful sentence. So, where do you have this combination? C, E, B, D, A, right. Fine. This is the answer. There is no confusion at all. Next sentence. Ready. Dominant companies oppose rebates offered by because they feared regulators generally, right, and so on. Right, no connection. Now, let's read it carefully. Right. There is a clue here. Regulators started with a capital letter. So, let's start there. Regulators generally oppose rebates. So, let me start. Regulators generally oppose rebates offered by whom? Offered by dominant companies. Okay. Offered by dominant companies. Because, what's the reason? Right. Why do they oppose that? Because reason is given. They feared they may be anti-competitive. So, C, E. Right. Who are these regulators? Those who control the, keep a watch on the businesses and the companies. So, D, B, A, C, E. Where is that? 3. That's a straight answer. Very simple and straight. Clear? Right. Because there is no chance of dominant companies start with because and so on. Done? Next sentence. Ready? Clearly. Let's see. The development of modern navigation has spurred complex waterways and so on. Let's see. The need to travel There are only two possibilities here. Dear students, the development of modern navigation, start with that, or the need to travel. Only two possibilities. And if you want shortcuts, what you can do is, you can look at the choices, right? Start with A or start with E, right? That's how you can eliminate the incorrect choices, like, right? Sometimes, right, when we do it in this way, some of you smart ones think that, right, I got the answer straight. Why don't I pick, right, the answer straight instead of doing all this? But to be on the safe side, it's better to find the order first and then go to the choices, because not all the questions are going to be easy. Remember that. Okay. Now, let's do it. The need to travel has spurred, right? Oh, no. The need to travel, where travel safely. The need to travel safely through complex waterways. That's a connection. If you don't read these two, then you may say the need to travel has spurred. That also makes sense. But where do you place these? So that's how you have to have 2-3 parts in mind, not just looking at only this and this part, not this and this part. So you should keep all these in mind and then rearrange them meaningfully. So the need to travel safely through complex waterways has spurred the development of modern navigation. A. So EDCBA. Do you have EDCBA? And there is only one choice starting with E. Answer is EDCBA. And if you think you can start with A, right, the development of modern navigation has spurred complex waterways. Doesn't make sense. You understand? So 4 is the answer. Next sentence. We can commit with all our hearts to learning lessons and to right the inequalities that endure, none of us can change, and so on. All right, let's see. Where do you start with? None of us can change the past. All right? We can commit with all our hearts to finding creative ways to right the inequalities that endure. You can start anywhere, any combination, right? Any connection you can take. Let's see. Right. None of us can change the past. Yeah, good beginning. D. None of us can change the past, but here is it. But is the clue. I'm looking for that. But learning its lessons makes sense. Right? Learning its lessons and, right, learning its lessons and to right the inequalities that endure. It doesn't make sense. Right? Carefully. Right. None of us can change the past, but learning its lessons and to right the, no, and to finding creative ways. Okay. E. And to finding creative ways to right the inequalities that endure. No, it doesn't make sense. Now, let's do it again from the beginning. Start with this one. We can ignore that. We can commit with all our hearts, right? We can commit with all our hearts to finding creative ways. All right, to finding creative ways. Now, let's do it again from the beginning. Right. Chalo. So, we can commit with all our hearts. A. All right. So, what for? To finding creative ways. All right. Agree. To finding creative ways to right the inequalities that endure. C. Do you get it? All right. And then we are left with what? B and D. Now, none of us can change the past. All right. I'm writing it here. But learning its lessons and to. DB is clear. Now, AECDB. Now, there are two possibilities. What are the two possibilities? AECDB or DB AEC. Alright. Now look at the choices. AE CDB. You don't have AE CDB. DB AEC. Alright. Do you have DB AEC? Alright. You don't have. Alright. So what should we do here? Start with what? Start with what? None of us can change the past. Look at that one. Look at that carefully. Alright. None of us can change the past. Okay. So where do you have DB? DB is clear combination. So let's back solve. Right. DB. Okay. You don't have DB combination at all. You don't have it. Alright. So let's do it again carefully. Let's change that. None of us can change the past, but we can commit with all our hearts. Alright. Let's see. D is 1. Right. Do it carefully. None of us can change the past, but us, we can commit with all our hearts. Alright. We can. D. We can commit with all our hearts. Right. To do what? To learning its lessons. Its lessons past. And to finding creative ways. Alright. To write. Look here. To write. To correct the inequalities that endure. That endure is that continue or that persist. Does this make sense or not? Yes. Right. This is a bit complicated. Right. We tried different ways. So do you have this combination? DABEC? Yes. 2 is the answer. Am I clear? So try different ways. Right. If not this combination, another combination. Alright. Only thing is the sentence should be meaningful and sensible. Now let's do it again. None of us can change the past, but we can. Right. We can commit with all our hearts to learning its lessons and to finding creative ways to right the inequalities that endure. Is this clear? Right. That's all. And apart from subscribing to our YouTube channel, please do subscribe to our other social media channels for more such videos. And for classroom coaching, do contact your nearest time center. And for online courses, you can enroll at this URL. If you like the video, please like and share. And if you have any queries, visit this website and this one. Thank you for watching this video.